So the day of reckoning for the Raiden is finally here. This has been a week-long wait, right? The current performance of the new Raiden is strong, but some players are also finding ways to counter it. Well, let me tell you how this came to be. Like, this is only true because people are buying the Raiden against everything. For example, I've had multiple games where my enemy has Mustangs and aerial spec marksmen on the board, and I just build Raidens, and yeah, sometimes I lose. But most of the time the Raiden win against their direct counter. So I wouldn't trust their counter data. So what are the changes? Attack interval increased from 4.2 seconds to 4.6 seconds. So DPS is decreased by 8.7 seconds. This is a pretty huge nerf. Like, it's much more than the DPS nerf. Like, it clears. The toxic thing about the Raiden is that it just helps in the chaff clear like a lot. So this will decrease the chaff clear by almost 9%, so that's like very significant. And the price of the chain is increased from 250 to 300. Okay, chain no longer jumps to buildings, so what this means is that it cannot kill your tower, so that was kind of a big issue, I think. When you have massed Raidens against the enemy, like in an aggressive position, and he's defending, the tower just randomly dies sometimes. Chain's damage after the jump decreased from 30% to 25%. Meaning jump damage no longer kills phoenixes of the same rank, okay. The price of electromagnetic shot increased from 200 to 300. I'm actually very glad that they understood that this is a very good technology. Like, I was pretty sure that when this patch comes, they will only address the chain, and then the fork and EMP will be like super broken. Still, I'm very glad they adjust the price on this. Like, I would myself probably just remove this technology from the unit. Like, why does it have to have an EMP? It's like crazy. AoE EMP on a unit of this scale. But every nerf helps a lot. So this is pretty interesting. The next one, the price of ionization decreased from 200 to 100. Ionization significantly weakens Raiden's performance against medium-sized units while enhancing its performance against giant units. This tech was rarely used in the last patch, and we hope to increase its use rate a bit. I think this like right now, I don't think it's that relevant of a technology. So I haven't done the math on this technology, but probably if you try it in the training grounds, you will find some nice breakpoints that, like, medium targets are, you have to use another shot to kill them, but against giants, they die a little bit faster. So if you would understand this technology perfectly, I think there's a lot of uses for it. I don't believe in it that much, but in the future I think this could be pretty broken if we will find, for example, the mass-produced Raiden in the game. Like, they have done that to every unit, right? So this could be really powerful with that card. Like, just start deploying level 1 300 cost Raidens against like enemy bigger units and use like EMP and ionization. Like, ionization first, then when you mass it a little bit more, then you go EMP. It might be really strong. And also the thing I like about this is that I think the factory is very broken unit, and it has been a pretty popular strategy in high MMR, that when the final round comes, you can seize the round by deploying a level 2 factory with photon and armor, like right on the line. It tanks the whole enemy army for the whole round, and then it just win. It's a really powerful finisher. So I think the ionization could be a really good response to that, if you expect it. The price of the fork decreased from 300 to 250. So this I'm beginning to be a little bit worried. Like, the fork is actually a very strong technology. It just doesn't hit the backline like the chain did. Like, the problematic part of the chain that was that you couldn't protect the units that killed Raiden, so it would chain to your marksman or phoenix that are behind your army. But the fork just it kills the front line pretty fast. So we shall see. I think this unit is still very strong with fork. Even with the chain. I think the chain nerf wasn't that much actually. So we shall see. Is this enough? I think you maybe can't spam these like mindlessly, but if the enemy overcommits even a little bit to like sledgehammers, fire batchers, whatever, I think you can mass these very well from that point on. The resurrection time of quantum reassembly has been adjusted from 15 seconds to 12 seconds. Okay, so a quantum buff. Is this good? I don't know. I feel like it's a bit of a meme technology. It might be pretty good on other modes like 2 versus 2 and the FFA. And there's the, like in the next patch, was it in a month or something? The next big patch, which includes the new unit, there will be a 2 versus 2 tournament that you can enter in with your partner. So maybe this will be used a lot there. Optimize the Raiden or optimize the sound effects of Sabertooth. Okay, thank God. A lot of people were losing their mind over these sound issues. Fixed the issue where Raiden's chain would hit cloaked phantoms. Okay. So it's only a Raiden patch. Very much needed. So let's hope the ladder is no longer a flying scorpion simulator. But I think the Raiden will be very powerful. Still. You just maybe cannot bite mindlessly. So you need to actually counter medium-sized units. So it's still very good against like steel ball pushes, phantom rays. Yeah. We shall see the effect. Thank you for watching.